This is the Week 12 Fantasy Football Preview of the Dallas Cowboys at Washington Commanders, brought to you by Fantasy Football Time. Follow us at Fantasy FB Time on all social media platforms. Welcome to Week 12, Cowboys and Commanders fans. Cowboys, let's just call it a day, right? I mean, hey, in fantasy world, we just care about points, right? Commanders looking pretty good, hoping to build upon a great season so far. Cowboys getting smashed against the Texans. Cooper Rush still gets 350 yards and a touchdown. That means there's some fantasy points to go around between CeeDee Lamb. Rico Dowdle did not contribute. KaVontae Turpin getting 16 with a score. And then we have the Commanders losing at Philadelphia last week, kind of coming back to earth. Philly has a good defense, as you know, but Jayden Daniels still puts up almost 200 yards and a turnover. Terry McLaurin, not so much. Brian Robinson had 14 fantasy points with his touchdown. Austin Ekeler getting almost 90 yards, so purely catching this last week with 90 yards on his day. Zach Ertz getting his fantasy production with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Cowboys are a road massive underdog. Commanders heavily favored in this one with a pretty good over-under, all things considered. Rush, Lamb, Dowdle are your only fantasy players. Obviously, you're not going to play Rush, but with CeeDee Lamb, you can put him in. Rico Dowdle, risky, because they just cannot run that ball. Commanders defense held the Eagles to 26, 28 against Pittsburgh, 22 against the Giants. I hate to say it, but the Cowboys have a worse offense or a similar offense to the Giants. So let's be optimistic, give them 2 touchdowns. Let's give them CeeDee Lamb and then someone else downstream on the receiving core. Commanders have Jayden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, Brian Robinson, Austin Ekeler. I think they will eat just fine this week. Cowboys defense allowed 34 against Houston, 34 against the Eagles, 27 against the Falcons. You see the trend here. Let's give the Commanders 4 touchdowns, 3 to Jayden Daniels, 1 or 2 to Brian Robinson. They turn the ball over okay because they do put some pretty good pressure, but I think there's plenty of offense for the Commanders for a convincing win this week. Thanks so much for watching. Follow and subscribe at Fantasy FB Time. Welcome to Week 12. God bless.